Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, here with Renee Young and with James E. Cornett. And today on Collision or Hit, we're going to have the TWF Women Tag Team Winnings on stake. Here today on Collision or Hit, Tony Schiavone says. Well, that's right, Renee Young says. You're right about that, Tony Schiavone. We're going to see Asuka and Kairi Singh, who will become at least the three-time TWF Women Tag Team Fighters. We're going to see them take on Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Now, I know what you're thinking right now, Tony and Renee. Some folks maybe think that, oh, we're doubling. We're doubling what we saw WWE do, or what we saw AEW do, or TNAW do, or OVW, or NWA, or MLW do, or whatever the other ones out there do. Well, oh well. No one really has any ownership or double right over someone double and dropping like they saw someone else do in the skilled wrestling business, or do they? If that was so, then every wrestling business would have been getting a bind with ownership and double right over it. James E. Cornett says, and let's go to the match now. Well, I can tell you right now, Tony Schiavone says, that here in the toy wrestling gathering, the only thing we would get in a bind of ownership and double right over would be songs, and that would mostly be it. You see, we're not like the SMF where we have the songs going, and that we hope we don't get in a bind of ownership and double right. Tony Schiavone says. Well, let's hope we never ever get in a bind with that. Renee Young said. All we got were double ownership and double right tellings, but they weren't really a strike. Well, James E. Cornett said, sadly, there's always a first time for everything. This match is for the TWF Women Tag Team Winnings. First, they are the team of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. And we have the TWF Women Tag Team Fighters, Asuka and Carly Singh. Well, first off, we're going to see who's going to go out here. Is it going to be, Bianca Belair and Asuka going out first. So that means Jade Cargill and Kairi Singh will have to get out of the ring. The last slight of the wounded lead that has any winnings, Renee Young says, in the toy wrestling gathering. Oh, and Asuka just knocked down Bianca Belair. Yeah, the wounded lead. The James E. Cornett said, the one that's led by Dakota Kai and Angelina Love. And they have made sundry women wrestlers' lives a living hell. But now Asuka and Kairi Singh are going to get theirs, and the Fight Lord already fell down already. And now we get this Bianca Belair, who also came from Ollie's, just like the first Bianca Belair came from too. Tony Schiavone says. And is this going to be the win or not? One. The Fight Lord has to get down to tracking it. Renee Young says. 1, 2, and only a kick out. Renee Young says. Some might say, why do we even have that Fight Lord if he can't stand up? Tony Schiavone says. And that gave Asuka the opening she not needed to knock down Bianca Belair. Yeah, Asuka right now brings in her longtime friend and teammate Kairi Singh, who will do anything, to keep some gold in the wounded lead, Tony Schiavone says. And here comes Jade Cargill, and she just body slammed Kairi Singh. Renee Young says Jade Cargill is the former AEW TBS fighter, which, believe it or not, is a women's winnings in AEW. Renee Young said, me and Tony should know. Yeah, that's bullshit, James E. Cornette says, and I'll tell you why it is. Because at the end of the day, why would anyone want to make winnings off of a farseer folk work, which was going to dump AEW shows after the 10th month this year anyway? I hate to be a bearer of bad news to all you AEW followers out there, James E. Cornette says, but TBS and TNT won't have any AEW shows come the 10th month. So guilt that on Shao Kahn and Anthony Khan for not having a backup for all their Farseer shows. And Kairi Singh knocked down Jade Cargill, who kind of slides out of the ring a little. But getting back on Kairi Singh, she's good. She just dropped her elbow down on Jade Cargill, James E. Cornette said. Well, Tony Schiavone said, I don't know what we can get on Shao Kahn or Anthony Khan or Ariel Dow or Patrick Whitesell. Not much. Oh, Bianca Belair made scene that Asuka wouldn't break up the 1-2-3. Tony Schiavone said, the fight keeper's going to strike. The fight keeper can strike 1-2-3, Renee Young said. If he knows how to do it, James E. Cornette says, which I hope he does. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winners. Shit. No. Oh. Just go do it again. 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding. Here is your winners and the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters, Jade Cargill and, Bianca Belair. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are now the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters here in the Toy Wrestling Gathering. And neither of them can stand up well. Neither of them can stand up well how to stand. Looks like Jade Cargill can't stand up at all. Unless you get her right in the middle of the ring, Tony Schiavone said. And Bianca Belair, unless you got to lean her against the side ropes. But anyway, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters, just like they are in WWE, Tony Schiavone says. And a lot of folks out there, might say that. A lot of folks out there, Tony might say, Renee Young said that the only grounds for why Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair became both the WE and the TWF Women Tag Team Fighters because they don't have enough women tag teams to do it. Or they're only doing it to show that they're being fair to folks of all kinds, Renee Young says. Who knows what bullshit some folks in the skilled wrestling followership will come up with for their forgiveness for why Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are the WWE and TF Women Tag Team Fighters, Renee Young said. I don't know why. I'll tell you one thing James E. Cornette says. This could only have happened under Ariel Liddell and Patrick Whitesell's ownership and leadership. If it was under Vince McMahon's old ownership and leadership, no way would Jade Cargill or Bianca Belair be the women tag team fighters. Oh, they would have been put together as a tag team, but I don't think they would have been booked the same way. It could only have happened under the watch of Ariel Liddell and Patrick Whitesell and Mark Shapiro and Nick Khan and Hunter Hearst Helmsley. James E. Cornette says they're a good team. Yes, they are. They're a good team, Tony Schiavone said. Now we're going to take it away now to Mean Gene Okerlund, or Gene Okerlund for some of you folks. Thank you, Tony Schiavone and Renee Young. I'm going to be talking with the new the new TWF Women's Tag Team Fighters, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. First off, Bianca Belair, the EST of the TWF, is no newcomer when it comes to winning gold. No, it's not, Gene Okerlund. You know, when I came to WWE and the TWF, winning gold, well, that was not going to be something that I was not a newcomer to. I won both WWE Women's and Women's World Tag Team. I won both WWE Women's Heavyweight and Women's World Heavyweight winnings sundry times. You know? And I won the WWE Women's Tag Team winnings now. And we all know the things I did when I was in the toy wrestling gathering. It was only a need of time before me and Jade Cargill came along and put an end to the Wounded Lead, which Becky Lynch, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, myself, Jade Cargill, and a lot of us had, and even Mia Ying, and a lot of us had to deal with their bullshit. Well, now we don't gotta deal with Dakota Kai or Angelina Love or Io Shirai or Kairi Singh or Asuka's bullshit anymore. Well, Jade Cargill, this is not a first time for you either, holding winnings, since you are the former AEW TBS fighter and a former TWF Women's Heavyweight fighter. Well, yeah. You're right about that. I was the former Women's World Heavyweight fighter in the TWF and a former AEW TBS fighter. But now I am both the WWE Women's Heavyweight fighter and TWF Women's Heavyweight fighter. And you know, I have not only been in AEW and WWE for some time, but I have not dealt with the Wounded Lead as long as, you know, Naomi Knight, Bianca Belair, Asuka before she shifted heel, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, you know, Alexa Bliss. All of them got to deal with the bullshit of the Wounded Lead. And no way, yes, I do forgive Bayley for what she did and what she said, but we now no longer have to deal with Dakota Kai, Angelina Love, Io Shirai, Kairi Singh, or Asuka anymore. Just like we don't got to deal with that. Because now you got women, TWF women tag team fighters you can have onlook for. Well, Jade Cargill, I hope you and Bianca Belair go on to hold those winnings for many years to come. Well, thank you. Alright, that's my talk with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Back to you, Tony Schiavone and Renee Young. Thank you, Gene Okerlund, for talking with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair here today on Collision or Hit. And that's all the time we got it for Collision or Hit. That's all the time we got here. For me, Tony Schiavone, Tony Schiavone, Renee Young, and James E. Cornett, we hope you like Collision or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw.